Before the steam engine, life and work were largely dictated by the limitations of human and animal power. People relied on simple machines, wind, and water to get things done. The world moved at a slow pace and industries were limited in size and scope. This was a time when transportation was slow, factories were rare, and most people lived in rural areas. The stage was set for a revolutionary change, one that would forever alter the course of history and pave the way for the modern world we know today. The centuries leading up to the steam engine, people depended on natural forces like wind and water to power mills and machinery. Water wheels turned grain into flour and windmills pumped water or ground grain. These methods were effective but limited by geography and weather. Factories and workshops had to be built near rivers or windy plains, restricting where industries could grow. The need for a more reliable and powerful energy source was becoming increasingly clear as societies expanded and economies grew. As the demand for energy increased, inventors and thinkers began searching for new ways to harness power. The limitations of wind and water were obvious, and the growing industries needed something more dependable. The idea of using heat to create motion was not new, but it had not yet been effectively applied. This period saw a surge of curiosity and experimentation, as people looked for ways to turn heat into useful work. The stage was set for a breakthrough that would change everything. The concept of using steam to create motion dates back to ancient times. The Greek inventor Hero of Alexandria created a simple steam-powered device called the Aeolipile in the 1st century AD. While fascinating, it was more of a curiosity than a practical machine. For centuries, the idea of steam power remained largely theoretical, with no real-world applications. But as scientific understanding grew, inventors began to see the potential of steam as a source of energy. The 17th century, Europe was buzzing with scientific discovery and invention. The scientific revolution encouraged people to question old ideas and experiment with new ones. This spirit of innovation laid the groundwork for practical steam engines. Inventors began to tinker with ways to use steam to do real work, such as pumping water out of mines. The world was on the brink of a technological leap that would transform society. 1698, English inventor Thomas Savery patented one of the first practical steam-powered devices. His engine was designed to pump water out of flooded mines, a major problem at the time. Savery's machine used steam pressure to push water up a pipe, but it was limited by safety concerns and could not lift water from great depths. Still, it was a significant step forward and showed that steam could be harnessed for useful work. A few years later, Thomas Newcomen improved on Savery's design. In 1712, he built a steam engine that used atmospheric pressure to drive a piston. This engine was much more effective at pumping water from deep mines and quickly became popular in mining regions. Newcomen's engine was large and inefficient by modern standards, but it was a game-changer for its time, making mining safer and more productive. Newcomen's engine worked by boiling water to create steam which filled a cylinder. When the steam was cooled, it condensed and created a vacuum, allowing atmospheric pressure to push a piston down. This up and down motion was used to operate pumps in mines. While the engine was slow and used a lot of fuel, it was reliable and could be built on a large scale, making it a vital tool for the mining industry. Despite its success, Newcomen's engine had major drawbacks. It was inefficient, burning large amounts of coal to produce relatively little power. The constant heating and cooling of the cylinder wasted energy and limited the engine's usefulness. Inventors and engineers began searching for ways to make steam engines more efficient, setting the stage for the next big leap in technology. In the mid-18th century, a Scottish instrument maker named James Watt began studying Newcomen's engine. Watt noticed its inefficiencies and set out to improve the design. His careful experiments and inventive thinking would lead to a breakthrough that would make steam engines far more practical and powerful, changing the course of the Industrial Revolution. Watt's key innovation was the separate condenser. Instead of cooling the entire cylinder, he designed a way to condense steam in a separate chamber. This meant the cylinder could stay hot, greatly improving efficiency and reducing fuel consumption. Watt's design made steam engines much more practical for a wide range of uses, from factories to transportation. With Watt's improvements, steam engines became the driving force behind the Industrial Revolution. Factories could now be built anywhere, not just near rivers or coal mines. Steam power allowed for larger, more efficient factories, leading to mass production and rapid economic growth. The world was entering a new era of industry and innovation. Steam engines didn't just revolutionize factories, they also transformed transportation. Steam-powered locomotives and ships made it possible to move goods and people faster and farther than ever before. Railways spread across continents and steamships crossed oceans, shrinking the world and connecting distant places like never before. Development of the steam locomotive was a major milestone. Early trains could haul heavy loads over long distances at unprecedented speeds. This made it possible to transport raw materials to factories and finished goods to markets quickly and efficiently. The steam locomotive became a symbol of progress and modernity in the 19th century. Steam power also revolutionized sea travel. Steamships could travel upstream and against the wind, making river and ocean transport more reliable. This opened up new trade routes and made global commerce faster and more predictable. The age of steamships marked the beginning of a truly interconnected world economy. Steam engine fueled rapid urbanization. As factories multiplied, people flocked to cities in search of work. Cities grew quickly and new industries sprang up to meet the needs of a growing urban population. The steam engine was at the heart of this transformation, powering everything from textile mills to transportation networks. Steam power didn't just change industry, it also transformed daily life. People could travel farther, goods became more affordable, and new inventions made life easier. The steam engine brought about a wave of innovation that touched every aspect of society, from communication to entertainment. As steam technology improved, it spread rapidly across Europe and the world. Factories, trains, and ships powered by steam became common sights. Countries that embraced steam power saw rapid economic growth and became leaders in global trade and industry. The steam engine was truly a global phenomenon. Steam power also played a role in improving communication. Trains and steamships carried mail and newspapers faster than ever before, shrinking distances and connecting people in new ways. The world became more informed and interconnected, setting the stage for even greater advances in technology and society. The steam engine changed the nature of work. Factories could operate on a much larger scale, leading to the rise of factory jobs and a shift away from traditional crafts and agriculture. While this brought new opportunities, it also created challenges such as harsh working conditions and the need for labor reforms. The widespread use of steam engines had environmental consequences. Factories and trains burned large amounts of coal, leading to pollution and changes in the landscape. While steam power drove progress, it also introduced new challenges that societies would have to address in the years to come. The success of the steam engine inspired a wave of innovation. Inventors and engineers built on steam technology to create new machines and processes. The spirit of invention spread, leading to advances in everything from manufacturing to transportation and communication. The steam engine made the age of railways possible. Rail networks expanded rapidly, connecting cities, towns, and rural areas. Trains carried people and goods across vast distances, fueling economic growth and changing the way people lived and worked. Steam engines were also used in agriculture. Steam-powered tractors and thrashing machines made farming more efficient, allowing farmers to cultivate larger areas and produce more food. This helped support growing populations and contributed to the rise of modern agriculture. In factories, steam engines powered machines that spun thread, wove cloth, and shaped metal. This mechanization increased productivity and lowered costs, making goods more accessible to ordinary people. The steam engine was the heart of the factory system, driving the Industrial Revolution forward. Mining was one of the first industries to benefit from steam power. Steam engines pumped water out of deep mines, making it possible to extract valuable resources that had previously been out of reach. This fueled further industrial growth and provided the raw materials needed for new inventions. The invention of the steam engine left a lasting legacy. It transformed economies, societies, and the environment. The principles behind steam power paved the way for later innovations, including the internal combustion engine and electricity generation. The steam engine's impact can still be felt today. The steam engine didn't just change technology, it also changed society. It created new jobs, altered social structures, and contributed to the rise of the middle class. People's lives and expectations shifted as new opportunities and challenges emerged in the wake of industrialization. Steam technology quickly spread from Britain to the rest of the world. Countries across Europe, the Americas, and beyond adopted steam engines to power their own industries and transportation networks. This global spread accelerated economic development and helped shape the modern world. The development of the steam engine was closely linked to advances in science. Understanding the properties of steam, pressure, and heat led to new discoveries in physics and engineering. The steam engine became a symbol of the power of science to change the world. The steam engine ushered in an age of progress. New inventions and industries sprang up, and people began to believe in the power of technology to solve problems and improve lives. The optimism of the Industrial Revolution was fueled by the success of steam power. Despite its many benefits, the steam engine also faced criticism. Pollution, harsh working conditions, and the displacement of traditional jobs led to social unrest and calls for reform. The Industrial Revolution brought both progress and problems, forcing societies to adapt and find new solutions. Steam power played a key role in the expansion of empires. Trains and steamships allowed countries to project power over vast distances, move armies quickly, and control colonies more effectively. The age of steam was also an age of empire with all its complexities and consequences. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, new technologies began to replace steam power. The internal combustion engine and electricity offered greater efficiency and flexibility. While steam engines continued to be used in some areas, their dominance gradually faded as new inventions took center stage. Even as steam engines became less common, their influence endured. The principles of steam power laid the foundation for modern engineering and energy production. Many of the world's greatest technological achievements can trace their roots back to the steam engine. The steam engine has captured the imagination of artists, writers, and filmmakers. From classic novels to modern movies, steam power is often used as a symbol of progress, adventure, and the spirit of invention. Its legacy lives on in stories and popular culture. Studying the history of the steam engine teaches us valuable lessons about innovation, perseverance, and the impact of technology on society. It reminds us that progress often comes with challenges and that the drive to solve problems can lead to world-changing discoveries. While steam engines are no longer at the forefront of technology, steam turbines are still used to generate electricity in power plants around the world. The basic principles of steam power continue to play a vital role in modern energy systems, showing the lasting importance of this invention. The story of the steam engine is a testament to human creativity and determination. It shows how curiosity, experimentation, and a willingness to challenge old ideas can lead to breakthroughs that change the world. The spirit of invention that drove the development of the steam engine continues to inspire us today. As we look to the future, the lessons of the steam engine remain relevant. The need for sustainable energy, efficient technology, and innovative solutions is as pressing as ever. By understanding the past, we can better shape the technologies and societies of tomorrow. The steam engine holds a special place in history as one of the most important inventions of all time. It marked the beginning of the modern era and set the stage for countless other advances. Its story is a reminder of the power of human ingenuity. The invention of the steam engine was made possible by the work of many pioneers, thinkers, inventors, and engineers who dared to dream big. Their contributions remind us that progress is built on the efforts of those who came before us, and that every breakthrough starts with a single idea. Modern engineering owes much to the steam engine. The principles of pressure, heat, and mechanical motion developed during the age of steam are still taught in engineering schools today. The steam engine's legacy lives on in every machine that moves, lifts, or powers our world. The invention of the steam engine transformed the world in ways few could have imagined. It changed how people lived, worked, and connected with each other. The story of steam is a story of transformation, progress, and the endless possibilities of human invention. From humble beginnings to world-changing innovation, the steam engine stands as a symbol of human achievement. Its impact on industry, society, and technology is still felt today. As we continue to invent and innovate, the story of the steam engine reminds us that with imagination and determination, anything is possible.